Hey, this is Dylan with Dylan Talks Tone, and today we're going to talk about 3 things you need to know about fretboard maintenance. Alright, so fretboard maintenance. Rosewood fretboards, ebony fretboards, walnut fretboards, there's even Richlight needs some sort of maintenance over time. But there's a lot of misconceptions about what you should and should not do with a fretboard on your guitar. So we're going to talk about those things. So the first thing you need to know about fretboard maintenance is what not to use on your fretboard. First of all, let's just rule out all household chemicals, okay? Windex, ammonia, which are basically the same thing. Any kind of acetone, any kind of solvents, any kind of harsh cleaners that all these people jump on the internet all the time and say, well, this is what I use on my fretboard. Don't use it. This, a lot of times, is very close to or is raw wood. Those chemicals are going to seep in there and do damage to your fretboard. Don't use those harsh chemicals on your fretboard. Just don't do it. The other thing you don't want to use on your fretboard is steel wool. A lot of people are like, oh, I just scrub this with a double-aught or triple-aught steel wool and it gets all the grime off. Number one, if you care about grime being on your fretboard, clean it more often so you don't have that kind of buildup. Number two, unless you're one of those like 30 years of someone else's mojo, i.e. grime on my guitar makes me play better. I'm not one of those people. I like my fretboards to be clean and well maintained. Do it more often and you won't have to worry about it. Do not use steel wool on your guitar. Here is why. This is not a bias thing. This is an actual fact thing. And if you use steel wool here, those little fragments are going to fly off and stick to the magnets in your pickups. I have personally taken apart pickups and had to rewind them and found shavings of steel wool inside the magnets, causing corrosion and causing pickup failure. And a lot of people will say, well, I'll just put masking tape around there so that doesn't happen. If you want to take that chance that you're going to get every tiny little shaving that could fall down and stick inside your magnetic pickup, and then because of sweat corrode and ruin your pickup, that's fine. I'll rewind them all day long for you, but I'm not going to do it, and I would never recommend that you use steel wool on your fretboard of your guitar or anywhere on your guitar for that matter. If you need to scrub, use like a green Scotch-Brite pad out of the kitchen, not the kind with soap injected in them, but just a regular green Scotch-Brite. That works pretty well to be able to get some of that grime off of there without having that problem of corroding your pickups and possibly ruining them. And you're gonna say, well, I need some sort of chemical. Number two, what do we use on our fretboards? I personally like to use orange oil, okay? And a lot of people will argue back and forth, lemon oil versus orange oil. We use lizard spit products here at Dylan Talks Tone. This bottle I've had for 2 years, and you can see how far down it has come. I don't use very much, and I don't do it very often. The third thing you need to know about fretboard maintenance is this is not to moisturize your fretboard. This is only for cleaning, okay? So when we, we have a dirty fretboard and we use a little bit of oil, I mean, I don't use hardly any at all, because it literally, that much oil will go a long way. And if you do this often enough, you might get some dirt off of there, maybe not. If you do this often enough and keep this thing clean, then you won't really have to worry about it. And the thing about this is a cleaning, oh, there's a little bit on there. This is a cleaning agent. It is not a moisturizing agent. Why do we say that? First of all, oil and water don't mix. So if you're trying to control the amount of moisture that is in your fretboard, oil is not the way to do it. The only way you can affect the amount of moisture inside wood is with humidity. The conditions that you store your guitars in. So in your shop, in your house, in your studio, make sure that you get like a hygrometer and put it in your shop. We'll leave a link in the description below to a good one that I like. And what it will do is you'll be able to monitor, you know, are you around 50-55% humidity? When you turn your forced air heat on in the wintertime, or you turn your air conditioning on in the summertime, is it going to draw that humidity down and you got to put some more moisture back in the air? Do you live in the South like I do? I live in South Carolina, so in the summertime, if we have our windows open and stuff, the moisture in the air will shoot way up. All of those things cause your fretboard to do various things: dry out, have sharp fret ends, you know, because it'll shrink. If it's real bad, you can have like lumpy frets because they can start to let go and do various things. It's not good. Slathering oil all over it of some kind is not going to bring moisture back to your fretboard. Humidity control is what does that, okay? So remember those three things of your fretboard maintenance. Number one, don't use household chemicals on your fretboard to clean it. Don't use steel wool. Use a green Scotch-Brite if you have to. And if you want a clean fretboard, maintain it often enough where you don't have to scrub it that many times to even worry about it. The second thing would be use something very simple, like orange oil. Some people use lemon oil. I like this lizard spit stuff. I think it works fantastic. Like I said, everybody's like, well, that bottle is 12 bucks or whatever. Yeah, but I've had it for 3 years and it's barely even used. 2 years, 2.5 years, 2 or 3 years. I can't remember. It's been that long is what I'm saying. And then the third thing is, remember that the humidity control is the only way that you can control how dried out your fretboard gets. So if you put those three things together, you'll never kill a pickup with steel wool. You won't have sharp fret ends if you maintain your humidity, and you won't damage the wood on your fretboard by using harsh chemicals. My name is Dylan. This has been Dylan Talks Tone. If you have any questions about this or anything else about guitar tone or maintenance or anything at all, let us know at Dylan Talks Tone, and we will make a video just for you. Do me a favor and subscribe down there. What do you use to clean your fretboard? Let me know. And has this video affected your choice? Because are you a person that used to use Windex or acetone or some kind of weird product like that? Let me know in the comments, and tell me what you use and what do you have for suggestions for the next video. We might make a video about your question. We'll talk to you soon. My name is Dylan, and this has been Dylan Talks Tone.